Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to another week of the TGC Tours. This is week 22 of the TGC Tours Challenge Circuit, and this week you have the Huy Fong Foods Classic at CADES, COVE, Tennessee. This week's going to be a pretty straightforward Challenge Circuit course guide, as CADES Cove is fairly straightforward. There isn't much in the way of some hidden gems here. Recovering from the rough, from the bunkers, is fairly straightforward and easy, and I feel that the scores this week are going to be pretty low. Just in case you don't have the time to play a practice round, we're going to head out into the course, kind of give you a lay of the land, and hopefully you can see some attacking points here at CADES Cove. Round 1, you'll be looking at default wind speed. Wind direction is going to be to the north. Fairways are normal. Greens are firm. Green speed's fast. So let's head out onto the course, and let's get started with this week's Challenge Circuit course guide. Cool, crisp, 11-mile-an-hour wind at our back. All right. Wind's a little bit more in this round than it was for practice. So let's rip and rip. And we start off with a big old fast. I don't know how many times I've ended up in this bunker. The good thing about it, though, is you can recover pretty easily. Look at all this funneling right back into the hole. It is phenomenal. So we're gonna try to get it there. No way. Oh, that's unfortunate. I needed 5 more yards. That's it. Oh, that is highly unfortunate. That all funnels so nicely into the hole. You just gotta land her a little bit short. Oh, that sucks. Well, let's see if we can recover at least from here. This is going to be a tough par save. I do not bogey this hole often. I don't even know if I've bogeyed this hole in all my practice, actually. Okay. Whew. We're still good. We're still good. A little worried there. Platformed out here. Just got to keep it on the second tier. Hopefully we can hit good shots. This course is straightforward, but you still got to hit good shots in order to score at it. Gonna be hitting this a little bit firm. You just gotta get through some of that break there at the end. Get another par. And you'll see throughout this entire course, whether it be on par 4s, par 5s, par 3s, you know, if you do get off the beaten path, you can actually recover quite nicely. Like, I've ended up in this bunker over here to the right, and still can almost make it up to the green. I've ended in the rough over here and can still almost dig a 3-iron out of there. It's fairly easy. It's fairly easy to recover on this course. You're about to see a prime example of that. Heavy rough lie. Oh, can still almost get up there. It's just really, really, really easy to recover. And at least for round number 1, I mean, a lot of it slopes back into the hole, and it just isn't that difficult of a course overall, which is perfectly fine too. Not saying that as a bad thing. There just isn't really like one thing that stands out as, you know, extremely difficult with this course. As long as you can make putts, make good shots, which I'm not doing right now. I average anywhere from a 9 under to a 13 under here. Hopefully we can keep pace with that as we get our first drivable par 4. Just got to keep it fairway. It funnels up nicely. I'm gonna take a touch off. It's gonna be a touch right, but that's okay. Maybe get a nice little chip in here. Could splash it. I'm gonna get a little greedy though. Why not? What's the worst that can happen, right? Not enough mustard. Slowed it. Let's see if we can at least get in the red here. Yes, we can. All right. Birdie on the board. Birdie on the board. Finally. Kind of a long time coming. Wind died a little bit here on the 5th. Okay, this is actually one hole where you do not want to end rough right side. This is actually a hole right here. Because the way that this green is set up, you have a very, very good chance at ending in the bunker if you go for it. If you end up in the rough, you actually have to shoot left side green and try to bring it back some, which is extremely difficult. And it leaves you with a really long putt. And essentially no chance at a birdie. So if you are going to miss somewhere, you're going to want to miss this one left because of this pin position. And you'll see the screen coming up. Short side, sloping out. So if you try to land it short, you're going to take a big old hop out. And if you end up on this hill, it's not the end of the world, but it's just this putt's really, really, really terrible. So what you need to do if you do end up left or right, you kind of have to aim for this hill and try to roll it back into this region because this putt right here is actually fairly straight. So just try to miss left. That way you can kind of work it back into the hole. This is looking really good. Get in there. Oh, man. Woof. That was very close. Let's see if we can get another birdie here. Yes, we can. All right. 2 in a row, taking her down to 2 under. Honestly, this whole course is pretty attack worthy. And it's just fairly short, so that's what kind of makes it, you know, a course where it's like no matter what happens, like see, we're in the bunker here, but look, I mean, it's a short second shot in. You know, we have this slope out to work with. It's a good course. I actually really, really, really like this course. It's just not, there's not a whole lot of course management. It plays to a lot of different strengths, a lot of different weaknesses. It doesn't particularly exploit anything, essentially is what I'm trying to say. Because no matter what happens, you usually always have a chance for birdie. Even if it's a chip or a splash from the rough. You always have a chance. Oh, I buttered that one a little too much. Pulled it too. God dang. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. You can work the right side of the green here, which we're gonna do. I was gonna say, unless we slow it. But not the end of the world. Kind of cuts off on its sloping towards the tail end of this, so we should be okay not taking it off. The green. Still is an orange slope though. So instead of doing the 31, I'm gonna dial this back so we can at least save a par. And if it happens to go in, great. I mean, I don't think it will, but we just gotta try to be a little bit careful on this putt to keep it under control. Perfect lag. We can save our par. See, it's one of those things, like, if this was another course, not any other course, but this was a lot of other courses, you know, that putt would probably roll off the green just the way that the sloping's usually set up, but this is very subtle. A lot of the fairways keep you out of trouble. A lot of the greens keep you out of trouble. The bunkers aren't too deep, so you can recover from them. We want this to be low. Not too low, though, because it will roll back off, but we don't want to get too greedy here. Because if we get too greedy, then we're going to have a downhill putt that we're not going to like. I don't like this putt, but at least we don't have the chance to run it all the way off the front side. Straighten down a little bit. That's all right. Still got our par. 2 under. I'm usually about a 4-ish, 4 or 5 under here on the front. So, wind at our back here, you can actually dial this, if you want to dial a driver, loft it up into this wind. You can carry this bunker pretty easily. If you want to play it back safe, you can. You just got to watch out for this sloping out too hard if you hit it too short out to the left. But the fairway actually does come back. Like I said, a lot of the fairways are sloped out where they kind of keep you out of trouble. But at the same time, even if you do end up in trouble here, you can usually recover fairly nicely just by aiming on the right side green. You'll see this here, how this fairway just slopes all the way back. A lot of the fairways do that. This is what I mean by you can just aim, because you want to avoid water. And these greens actually put you in a position where you have the chance to do that if you'd like. You can just aim over right, and if you can catch this hill, you'll roll it back for a decent amount. If you can get it in the middle of this, again, it's a fairly flat putt. So you have options. You can go at it if you're feeling confident. Or you can take it right and watch it just roll like right on back for you. That's very unlucky. I don't know if I've ever seen my wedge actually stop on that hill. So, I guess you can stop it on this hill too. Oh, man. This is my 6th round here. And I don't think I've ever had my ball stop there. It sticks usually, but then it'll just roll down the hill. Oh, that's highly, highly, highly unlikely. All right, 14. We're gonna literally have to love tap this. Just a subtle tap. I don't know where this is gonna end. Try to keep it in 5. That'll work. That'll work. Oh, man, 2 under. This is actually probably one of my worst rounds so far here. Let's see if we can have a big back. Start it with a hole in 1. Pretty straightforward par 3 on a platform here. If you watch my course management video, I'm sure you're gonna know exactly what I'm gonna say. Aim left, miss left. You can miss right if you want. That's gonna be a scary putt going up though, and if you accidentally short it, it's gonna roll all the way back. I'd rather take this off to the left and short out a chip shot for a par, if anything. I'm gonna cut through this wind a little bit, or at least try to. Fast as a touch. So you get to see what I mean by shorting out a chip here. Decent lie. Got a little bit of a downhill slope to work with though, so as long as we can just land this around fringe, light rough, this should roll on and be alright. Perfect. Perfect. I'll take that over having to putt up a 7-foot hill. I will take that type of shot right there any day of the week. Even if it doesn't go in, it stops just short for a par. Time to go on a tear. I really do like this course a lot. I may talk as if it's, you know, like straightforward and boring, and that's not how I mean to come off as. It's definitely not boring, that's for sure. It is very well done, very well thought out. Very well made. I sure am army golfing around right now, though. Never ideal. Get in there. Oh, man. 2 in a row. Hey. Hey. I'll take it. I will take 2 in a row any day of the week. My chipping has actually been very hot lately. You know, the wind is a little bit less. Might be able to overpower this in. Might be able to overpower this in. Let's try. Let's go for like 100, 105 or something. 102 ain't gonna do it, that's for sure. A 105 might get decently close. If you can get this on, it does run out. It might be close. We are gonna play. This is gonna run out, so we're gonna play this hill. See if we can get it up there. Nice. Another chance for a birdie here. Huh. That didn't break my feet. I'm expecting that to come back to the left about an inch or two. That didn't come back at all on my feet. That thing was straight for the first 3 feet. That kind of sucks. So that was an easy birdie right there. This will work beautifully. Even if you go a little bit right, you can still keep it fairway because the right side fairway slopes back as well. Damn. Damn. Shot is just off the rocker right now. That really, really sucks. I was hoping to show you all just kind of what this course can be scored as. Fortunately, the shot has gone a little sideways on me. We gotta try to land this right in the middle of this hill and get us a nice meaty bounce. Fast as a touch. She's gonna go long. That's all it takes. That is all it takes. Let's see if maybe we can get another chip in. Wouldn't that be something? Too bad we slowed it. Darn. Darn. At least we can save our par. We got 2 par 5s to work with still. A lot of birdies left out there. Here is the first. Another scenario where if you go right, you can still make it up to the green. If you get into the bunker, you can still make it up to the green. These rocks actually do protect. I have hit it so bad that it's bounced over here, but the rock actually will stop it sometimes. So you have a little comfort. Not much comfort, but a little comfort still. We should get a decent lie out of this. Oh, yeah. And look at that. We can still make it up here. We just got to overpower it. All funneling back towards the hole. Got the wind as well. Probably even take a 3-wood out of here if we really wanted to. Might even be worth doing a 3-wood out of here. We can get that extra run up. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. We're gonna get the extra run up. Beauty. It got a little bit too far left, but we got a nice little bounce there. And just like that, we gained 2 strokes out of the bunker on a par 5. If that isn't a testament of this course, I don't know what is. Kind of, you know, solidifies what I've been saying. But it's fun to score, you know? I don't know. I love it. You know, it's fun to get eagles. You know what? Let's get greedy again. Why not? What's the worst that can happen, huh? Get in there. Ah, that's slow. That's slow. We still got a chance to get it to where I'm usually at. Sneak away here. Don't go long. If anything, be short. We're gonna get a touch greedy. Could come back and bite us if I fast this. Well, you get to see what this looks like. Just have to watch out hitting it too hard and letting this one get away from us. Not a whole lot of break going up. Just can't let it get away from us. Touch too hard. Oh, it's gonna get away from us. Ugh. We got lucky there. Any harder, that's still rolling to the left. We can still save our par though. And we have that chance at an eagle here on 18. And is a little bit less. We want this as much right as we're comfortable with. That'll work beautifully. Give us some more green to work with here. It is up on a platform, but you can miss a little bit left. This comes in nicely. Honestly, even if you miss it right, you're fine. Anywhere you miss it, you're actually okay. Even if you go like super deep up here, you can stop this putt enough that you're not rolling off the front side of the green. So don't be afraid to attack, which we're gonna try to do here, see what happens. We're coming short. Thought that downhill lie was going to give us a little bit. It did not. That's okay. Let's see if we chip this in for an eagle. Slowed it. Felt it instantly. That's okay. We ended on a birdie. Probably one of my worst rounds I've shot here. Not going to lie. Probably one of my worst rounds. Yeah, you can see from the scores. Look at this. 15 under, 13 under. You're going to be seeing a lot of low scores this week. A lot of low scores. I mean, I shot a 7 under and I'm T18 for the PC challenge circuit. And that's it. I mean, that's CADES Cove. I really like this course. It's just, it's really straightforward. It's very kind to the golfer and their misses. If you miss it left, most of the time, slopes back to the right. If you miss it right, most of the time, slopes back to the left. If you get into trouble off the tee, you can recover very nicely. There's a lot of soft landing zones on the greens. There's some tight landing spots, but if you miss, again, you can recover with a chip, splash, fairly easily. It's very easy to scramble. Overall, just a very straightforward, well-built, well-thought-out course. My apologies if this was a little stale or boring. I wish there was more that I could give you about this course. I've played the first 2 pins. Pin 3 and 4 could potentially get a little bit more difficult, but the first 2 pins, not too bad. And it's going to lead to a lot of very low scores. Pick your spots. Try to at least get birdies on the par 5s because they're all quite short and quite easily scoreable. So try to make that goal and go forth and conquer your rounds. But that's all she wrote for today. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like on the video. Helps me out, helps the channel out, helps the video out. And if you do, thank you in advance. If you haven't yet, think about subscribing to the channel, turning on notifications. That way you are notified every time a new video goes live. Hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Good luck on your rounds this week, and we will catch you on the next one.